Is that the next door neighbor cat that they gave you? Nigga, shit. Hey, listen. Hey, listen, man. You know about the Philadelphia cats. The motherfucker, you seen Jabbar? Oh, I just said that.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Who else in here? Tay. Birdie B, man. What the fuck, man? Man, I thought you had... Hey, Tay, man, I thought you did a bid, man. God damn it. Hey, Shizzy, what's up, Shizzy? Man, I can't call it hot dollar. I just finished playing real.
South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon.
Yeah.
Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both
I know how to shut that shit down, Shizzy.
These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers.
Nah, I ain't got my mic on this. I'm on disco mic.
Past the 20 to the 22.
Hey, Tay, man. Hey, man, I thought you hit the number, man. I thought you moved to LA. I ain't know what the fuck is going on, Tay. God damn, bruh. Hey, come on, Tay. You can't leave a brother hanging, Tay. What's going on, man? You have any kids while you was MIA?
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
You ain't shit.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's all good, though. Good hearing from y'all, fellas. All right, bro. Hey, man, my bad. Happy New Year to y'all, man, too.
From the 25 on second down.
All right.
Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On first down, Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
21. Here we go. Check. 12. Check. Hey, gun.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Kill. Check. Crunch. Two.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true.
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their performance.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 49ers 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
Well, throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
65. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He finds an opening past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it. That's
a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
That's it, baby. You got one. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
Right there, 54.
Now Mahomes. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, Sunday. Switch gears. 80 weapon.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go play action. Now Mahomes under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one complete to Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
12. Check 26. Check this. I got you.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
SOS. Hey, gun. Hey, go, man.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 37, check 37. 21, 21. Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it, and on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And James has it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mahomes now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Mahomes on target there to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, a 22. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 24, check 24, check 43.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180! We want this.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go. 180! 21.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
13, 61, matchbox lights. 59. I got this. Mike spot 9. Get that quarterback.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Joker. Hatchet. Bang. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, gun. Go now.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And now a carry here for their fullback. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Check 31.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, That's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
65.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Williams will try again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their deep. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
Man, this shit is going on fucking shit.
Coverage you put out there, he's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take him.
Man, that's some bullshit.
9-yard line.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They run it again with Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On third down, here's Williams. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they need.
My team is some fucking shit, man.
Tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get in field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
I got you. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. You go night-night. Tell them night-night.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
21, 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, gun. Switch. 11. Go ahead. Get hot.
They run with Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. All day, every day, any day.
The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
218, chop.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
James has got it. Complete. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let's get there. Check. 11.
Here's Breida. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we had to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to
Hey, Shizzy, I think that when you that quarterback, yeah, had to spend that money on that nigga, get that nigga that bread. Because a lot of that bread, you could have got a whole game full of fucking players, dog.
Next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll drop
I don't know how to take that shit off, B.
And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.
Oh, that's you had to show me.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, let me check it out. Let me check it out. Hold on, take that shit off.